How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the channel. We're going to be talking about the new Netflix film, Uglies. The film tells the story of a dystopian world in which everybody is considered an ugly, but then pretty by extreme cosmetic surgery when they reach the age of 16. Now, I went into this movie knowing absolutely nothing, and once upon a time, a long time ago, we were living in a world in which we were getting bombasted by YA novels. Whether you're talking about the Maze Runner series, the Divergent series, or the Twilight series, we were just getting bombasted by these movies. And 10 years ago, if this movie was made, I think it would have done fairly well. I don't think it would have been a wide success, but I think it would have suffered the same fate that the Divergent series would have faced, because it quite frankly feels like it is in the same world as the Divergent series. So now you have Joey King, who plays Tally Youngblood, who is getting ready to become a pretty because she doesn't like the way that she looks. And quite frankly, I think that is the strongest suit that I have for this movie. I think the premise of this movie works. I think there are things you could have done with this premise that not only would have been really interesting, but at the same time could have had a message about just accepting how you look. You don't have to look beautiful in order to get appreciation or feel good about yourself. And I think that is something that you could have done fairly well and really made it a little bit more interesting, but while also adding a lot of action sequences that you would typically expect from a movie like this. Except it says fuck all that, and we're just going to be a basic paint by numbers predictable movie that we've seen many times before in these types of movies, and we're not going to do anything with that social message. Now, if there was a social message like that in this movie, I probably didn't catch it, because quite frankly, half of this movie was really boring and I could just not care less about these characters, because quite frankly, there is nobody in this movie that is likable. It is paint by numbers, YA garbage. I feel like I'm kind of washing away from that specific genre, because as I grow older, they're all just basically the same predictable stuff. Once in a while, you're probably going to get one that really surprises you and does really entertain you, but Uglies is not that. And I know a lot of people give McG a lot of crap because of the movies that he makes, whether you're talking about Terminator Salvation or This Means War or the two Charlie Angels movies. I quite frankly enjoy what he did with the two Babysitter movies. I thought that was a lot of fun. No idea why he was put onto this project. I know that he probably has the same deal that Joey King has, because quite frankly, every single Netflix thing that she has done is bottom of the barrel garbage, and that's exactly what this movie is. I think she deserves better, but I do enjoy seeing her, and I think she is great when she is outside of these Netflix movies. But as long as she's going to be in these Netflix movies, then you know exactly what to expect from this type of movie. And I was just left completely bored, because the characters are unlikable. You don't really get to know a lot of them, and even though the premise of this movie is a little bit more engaging than the actual movie turns out to be, you could have done so much more with the message of this movie and trying to put that in the forefront. But even the way that this movie ends just rapidly, the movie is only like about 95 minutes, not counting the credits. But counting the credits is about an hour and 40 minutes ish, give or take. And it just feels like it's all moving at a quick rate speed, that they're just trying to get this movie in and out as fast as you possibly can. And by the time that we reach the ending of this movie, it just feels so anticlimactic that you just don't really care, and it almost feels like you could have added about 20 minutes more of this movie. The villain of this movie, played by Laverne Cox, could not care less. It was a one-dimensional villain. You don't really care about anything that this character is trying to go for. You don't care about the things that happen in this dystopian world. The visuals here and there look okay. There's nothing that really stands out to me. It's pretty much everything that you expect this movie to be. It's paint by numbers, it's boring, it's YA garbage that we've seen many times before, just done really poorly, even to an extent here. But overall, I'm going to go ahead and give Uglies a 1 out of 10, and that is just me being generous because of the plot idea and what you could have done to make it even more engaging and have something to say about beauty culture and how that would affect you in one way or another. But those are my thoughts on Uglies. Have you guys checked it out, or are you somebody that grew up reading the books? Go ahead and drop your thoughts in the comments below, and I'll catch you guys for the next video.